What is going on, guys? DBG here, and this is the final, as far as I know, dev blog, gameplay blog for NBA 2K21 Next Gen. So, I'm not even entirely sure if I'll be able to get the Next Gen consoles day one. I'm pretty sure I will be able to get it the PS5 day one, but our day one in Ireland is the 19th of November because I pre-ordered. I literally had a pre-ordered Xbox Series X to be delivered and an Xbox Series S in store, but there's a lockdown right now in Ireland, and basically the shops have to shut. You can't even do click and collect. They can't even basically just start handing them out to people outside the store because we're in full lockdown. So that is a kind of annoying thing. And the worst part is if I don't get it on launch day, I'm not getting the consoles till 2021. That's where the problem kind of is like I'm either getting them on launch day. I think there's still a greater than 50% chance I get both of them on launch day. But if I miss on both of them, where knowing my luck, I will, I'm not going to be able to get a console until 2021, which is going to be grim. But, nothing will kill my channel faster than that, I guess. But, yeah, so anyway, we're going to be talking here. I skipped the last one, but I'm going to be going over this one because, basically, AI is a big, big thing. AI is what's ruined NBA 2K21 my team on current gen. Yeah, there's some weird movement things, but you know what? The game's not going to be perfect every year. Like, there's always going to be weird animations. A game with as many animations as 2K is going to have some overpowered animations, some broken animations, but the AI is a massive, massive thing with 2K my team because your players moonwalk away from players. Like, a player will be denying someone the 3-point line, then randomly will like slide backwards, not even take a step, will literally just moonwalk backwards a whole way across the court. Nobody can guard the corners. There's no way of controlling the AI. If the AI sees space, they cut automatically, even if they're wide open. It's just, it's a disaster. But anyway, so I'm just gonna briefly touch on the My Player stuff because I know there are definitely people that are My Player fans that are gonna stumble across this video. But mostly I'm gonna be looking at my team. So no more pies. You can no longer choose from preset skill. So we're giving you control over each individual setting. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Like, this makes so much more sense. The restrictions based on your vitals, you can't max out everything, is much more control. So, like, basically what they had in 2K14, was it? Basically just 2K... Was it 2K14? Current gen? Or last gen? Sorry, PS3 already did that. That's nice. Many favorites of the term, but most of them undergone significant functionality changes. Also a few new ones, some revived ones, and some removed ones. Badge system, yada yada yada. Let's see what they are. Fearless Finisher boosts contact layups and decreases fatigue. So that's contact finisher plus tireless shooter. Is it? No, it's not. It's a contact finisher plus a Gatorade boost. Heat Seeker boosts takeover progress and inside shots. So Showtime. Highlight Film boosts teammate takeover and flashing. That's Showtime. Hook Specialist boosts hook ability, deep hooks. Revived Posterizer, contact dunks. Oh, so contact finisher has become. So there's a different badge for contact layups and contact dunks. That's kind of iffy. Anti-freeze, blinders, less affected by peripheral defenders when shooting jumpers. So Deadeye. Circus threes, ability to hit pull up and step back threes, difficult shots. Fade Ace. Okay, Fade Ace is back anyway. Thank God Fade Ace is back because post fades have been tough to hit. Hot Shot increases takeover meter, so that's actually a nice badge to have. Deep threes, range extender, rhythm shooter, boosts 3 shot percentage at a size up and 1-step pull-ups. So rhythm shooter and circus threes are about half of difficult shots, I guess. Set shooter is catch and shoot. Sniper, ability to hit shots using the pro stick. The pro stick, lads. Oh man, pro stick game is back. Stop and pop 3, bullet passer, special delivery is just flashy passer. Ankle braces makes it harder for ball handlers to break your ankles. Okay, it's kind of fair one. Clutch defender, hot stopper. This can't be all the badges, surely. Please tell me. Actually, tell me this is all the badges. That means every car gets clamps. Oh no, sorry. Oh, they retired a lot of badges. Okay, so what badges were retired? Quick draw, moving truck, stay shooter. Okay, so these are basically just the same badges to replace the same badges. I mean, range extender is the exact same as deep threes. Like, they're the same things. They do the same things. They're just renamed. I'm sorry, they're the same things. Like the most of them are the exact same things with new names. Like, what difference is Deep Threes and Rage Extender? It's this Limitless Range, Rage Extender, Deep Threes. They're all the same badge called 3 different things. They're not 3 different. They're not 3 new things. They're the same thing called 3 different things. This is like when they renamed Road to the Playoffs into My Team Online, the exact same game mode, and called it a new feature. Or when they renamed the Gauntlet into My Team Blacktop, when they made the exact same game mode and called it a new feature for 2K17. This reminds me of that. They do so much of renaming the same things and calling it something new and saying it's something new. Like, it's like when they brought in like the Decades teams. They were like, this is this massive new feature. It was in 2K7. It was on the PS2. Like, you just brought back an old feature and called it a new feature. Okay, takeover. So instead of limiting players to 8 general archetype takeovers, broken 8 into 24 specific takeovers. Okay. That's cool. That's actually really cool. I think this might be takeover team boost badges tier. Oh my god. How would... Okay, you got extreme clamps. The clamps is still a thing. But team badge boost. My god, that could be... Team badge boost or team takeover boost could be the most broken things ever. These could be the most broken takeovers ever. Imagine if all it took was, say, team takeover boost. You boost a team takeover boost and your whole team gets hot. Your whole team gets takeover instead. Like, that would be the most broken thing ever. And now Limitless Range is a takeover. But team badge boost could be so overpowered. Imagine later on here. What is there, like a diamond badge or something? If someone has Hall of Fame badge, they suddenly just become unbelievable. This would be so OP for Park. Or sorry, team badge boost for like Park. That means when someone gets takeover, everyone else gets safe. They have gold limitless to get up to Hall of Fame limitless. That is massive. Takeover the multi-tier system. Once you get your card rating caps vitals, you present it with a subset. You can activate it right away or try to fill up your secondary slot. Okay, so you can dual takeovers are back. But you can call for one takeover or you can wait it out and try to get your secondary one. Okay. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. If you've earned your badge points, you'll receive the Mamba Mentality badge, which allows you to change takeovers whenever you want. So just like Kobe, you can now choose how to take over one game. Okay, that's cool. This is what we want. This is what we're really talking about. The next gen AI. Next gen was an opportunity to reset many areas of gameplay. This was especially true when it came to AI. Thank you, 2K. Thank you. It's broken. It's broken. I don't care as long as it's different. It can't be worse than current gen. It literally can't be worse than current gen. Defense, new switching logic. Both on-ball and off-ball logic has been rewritten, and auto-switching was defined to reduce bad switching instances. Except for your faces, the AI calling for switch without a screen. Loom player open. Thank you. I don't even care. They mentioned it's a problem, and you know what? Even though I'm guessing there will still be AI issues, if it's even one step better than 2K21 current gen, I'm happy. Adaptive coaching engine has the ability to recognize and adapt different types of off-ball actions. Get rid of adapt or turn it off by default. Or at least let us turn it off. Like, if you guys don't know what adaptive coaching engine, no matter how many times you turn it off, it turns itself back on. Like, so many times. You used to be able to turn it off in like the My Team settings, and then you used to have to turn it off at the start of every game. And now, no matter what you turn off, in the last 2 minutes of the game, it turns itself back on and starts doing random things. So it's an annoying, like, adaptive coaching engine. Yes, it does kind of work in terms of like kind of new players and casual players, but I mean, if you're a competitive player, the last thing you want is to be in a full court press the whole game and the game decides, you know what, I'm going to take you out of full court press 20 seconds to go and you're down 4. Like, it does ridiculous things like that. You'll be down 4, you'll be down 3, 20 seconds to go or something, and it will decide, you know what, we're going to take you out of full court press. Like, it makes so many dumb decisions, or it'll run an offense for you at the very end for no reason. Improved logic for CPU defenders to get in position to take charge. I mean, that's not something that needed to be fixed. There was nothing wrong with that. There was actually nothing wrong with that. Several improvements to transition defense. Do they get back in transition? Because that's what one thing I really want to know is, does my defensive player actually run back in transition? Because several improvements, you don't know what that means. Maybe it just means that they, I don't even know. Maybe the improvements are that they run to, say, the 3-point line instead of run right to the basket or something. Because you never know with these several improvements. Like transition defense, your players don't run back in transition. So if you're in a full court press, you could have your center planted under your own basket, but somehow the opposing team center, who, if they're not inbounding the ball, will somehow beat them down the floor. You'll have a 50-yard advantage, or 50-meter advantage. Of course, not big. 50 feet advantage. That's what I'm talking about. And somehow your defensive player will sprint away from his own basket, and suddenly let the offensive player get basket side of him. Players don't get back in transition defense. I hope this several improvements reminds me of many key fixes that we see in every patch, and we don't know what it is. So I really hope that the improvement is players actually get back in transition. Like, that would be a great thing. Okay. I'll take that. Hedging screens. Again, AI doesn't hedge screens at all. You gotta manually do that anyway. I don't think any improvement to that is going to stop people manually hedging. Player can now call for help defense by holding L1, LB instead of just calling for a double team. Great mechanic used when guarding the ball. Instead of hoping the AI selects the right time to send help, you're now under control. Okay. That is a really, really good feature. But they better not have AI help as well as that. Or you better be able to turn AI help off. Because if you were able to turn AI help completely off, instead of getting them when you jump into the key and start spamming pump fakes that everyone collapses on the shooter, if you can completely turn AI help off and use the L1 help defensive setting, it could be really good. But the problem is that holding L1, you don't know where you want the help to come from. Like, if you're driving left to the basket, you might want your far side to show a little bit. But if you press L1, you might leave the near side corner and it's just pass, bang. Like, because helping L1, you might get help from a wrong spot and leave a shooter wide open. So, again, I think this is a lose-lose situation, honestly. Because I don't know if there's a way to make AI defense perfect. I really don't. So, or make AI helping perfect. But I'm going to say that this seems, like, the fact you can manually call help defense, that is something that I think has a very, very good chance of being a good feature. Again, the game will never be perfect, but I think this is a good feature. Improve the logic for defenders in avoiding each other when moving around obstacles. This works hand in hand with off-ball movement changes. I mean, this isn't really a problem, but I guess maybe if you're like, say, the odd time players would run into each other, or they're kind of struggling. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Does this mean that they can actually run around screens and not get creamed by every single one? That means you will actually be able to defend plays without off-balling. If that means that they can actually get around screens without getting creamed by every single off-ball and flare screen, it means you might actually be able to on-ball plays, which would be interesting. Okay, so offense, next-gen game planning. This is a great new feature that allows players and AI to have more specific game plans for their team. Playthrough start. I mean, I don't think that makes... Again, this is one of those features that I think is actually really cool for, like, the casual player. This is not a feature that any, like... And I'm not even going to say competitive player. Anyone who even plays Unlimited would even care about. Double team counter intelligence. If the AI... You see AI using less movement to create more space for shooters. Spot up on the 3-point line to punish excessive double teaming. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did they just say they're going to stop cutting? Did they just hint that the AI players are going to stop cutting and spot up? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This could be the biggest. This one line could be the biggest thing. It means that if you double team someone, the AI might stop cutting. Starters and bench favorite plays. End the game logic improved AIs. This gives me a bad feeling that that ACE is going to auto select more players and more plays for you. Okay, this is really cool. So favorite plays. Again, I'm not a play guy. Most people aren't play guys, but this could be cool for them. Moves, player specific plays, and player specific ball screens back to the L1 button. Oh, unreal. So back to 2K19 stuff. Freelance plays are now mapped to the D-pad. Oh, unreal. So basically, it goes back to 2K19. I don't know why they ever changed it. Play in freelance flow. It is what it is. Fixed AI players accidentally positioning themselves out of bounds. I mean, that very rarely happened, but it is frustrating when it happened. It's glad that that's something that's addressed. New pick and roll spacing. New spacing gives our pick and roll and isolation sets the extra adjustment of drone penetration. So much more solid now and continue to expand. You know what? If the offensive players stop cutting every single time they're wide open for three, that's good. If we can get defensive players to stop running out of the corner and offensive players to stop cutting all the time, I can't complain. I can't complain. If those two, and it looks like they've touched on it, both of those things, with the double team counterintelligence, and you would assume that if they spot up from double teams, they'll spot up if they're wide open. And most of the time they're open is from double teams, and also the L1 help. They've touched on the two most broken AI things. We haven't played the game. I haven't played the game. We don't know how it's going to be. But it's looking positive. It's looking positive. 2K20 win next gen. It's a weird one. I'm optimistic for it. I will be very, very pessimistic for it if I don't end up getting my console till 2021. That would be a bit of a disaster. But no, it seems decent. I don't know enough about the My Player stuff to talk too much in depth about it. It's kind of crazy the way the vast majority of these badges have just been renamed or slightly adjusted and renamed. They're basically the same thing. Like again, wait a minute, is difficult shots still here? Wait a minute, what? I just realized it doesn't say here that they've gotten rid of difficult shots. But yet two of these badges are like half of difficult shots. So surely difficult shots is better than both Circus 3s and Rhythm Shooter. Like surely that badge helps with both of them. But yeah, so that is basically it. New badges, new a lot of just new things in general in the game. And hopefully the AI is better, because the AI is the most broken thing in 2K21 current gen, and it's something that needs to be fixed. So anyway, yep, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching, and thanks again for 2K for sending this on. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.